everybody, and welcome to the first episode of FerroDice. I'm Ferro. I will be your GM for this adventure. Joining me are my three members of the band of heroes themselves. Trixie,
Ah!
Tyler,
Ah!
and Eli.
Hello.
Okay. You know, I was kind of hoping that we would get chaotic energy all the way through, but it's funnier this way, to be honest.
That is funny.
Yeah. So this is the first episode of FerroDice. So before we get into it, I should just say a brief overview of what this show is. This is my D&D podcast where I force my friends to endure adventures that I've written. And in this case, we are going to start our story in a far-off realm where magic and music collide, creating a symphony of sorcery. To be more specific, this tale begins on the continent of Cadence. It was once a prosperous kingdom that had known nothing but peace. But then, something happened. A great civil war known as the Dissonance ravaged the land. It raged on for years until finally, it reached the royal family. Every single one of the royals was killed in a brutal massacre. The castle was left empty, and the kingdom without a king. It was this tragedy that finally brought an end to the Dissonance, but at a cost. In the wake of the war, the continent splintered into 5 kingdoms, and it's in the kingdom where the royals once resided that will begin our adventure, the land of Popularis, the Pop Kingdom. More specifically, the town of Harmonia, where we are going to meet our very first PC. I'm going to roll the dice, and we're going to see who we meet. Okay. We find ourselves in a field just outside of town. There are woods in the distance, a beautiful blue sky overhead, and standing in the field, walking towards the outskirts of town, is an Aarakocra. Trixie, describe your character for us.
For today, I'm playing Robynn Dullscythe. That's Robin spelled 1 Y and 2 N's. Aarakocra, for the completely uninitiated, that is a bird race. So I'm a bird, surprising exactly nobody who's familiar with me. But I'm specifically, I think, leaning more towards something like a dove, like all white everywhere. I am playing a druid, and Robin is she's kind of impish. She's kind of got like a mischievous side to her in that she's well, because she's a bird, she's very fascinated by shiny things and just wants to collect a bunch of those. But specifically, she's got like a very strange aversion to really just a lot of mechanical things in general. So the way that she's going to be interacting with the world around here is, I think, going to be a little interesting.
Yeah, it'll definitely be interesting to see where that goes. So, Robin, it is around, I want to say, what we would call 7:30 in the morning. The sky is blue, but the sun has only just risen. And you are on your way to work. You are an employee at a certain business, let's call it, in the center of town. And you're on your way there to meet your co-workers. As you enter town, you see these sort of quaint cobblestone streets and one-story buildings that you've come to recognize. I'm going to assume that you don't live here because of your aversion to technology. I would say you probably live in the woods. Do I have that right?
Yes, I assume so.
Okay. So to you, this is more of a commute. And as you approach the town square, you see a stretch of buildings that you've come to be quite familiar with. These are various businesses, stores, smithies, that sort of thing. And tucked right near the center is this tiny little thin building with a sign on the side which reads Band of Heroes Adventurers for Hire. This is where you've come to work, and you see one of your coworkers hanging around outside. Tyler, describe your character for us.
For this, I will be playing a simple human rogue. His name is Reed Armonico. I wanted to go in with the music puns too. He's a very ashy man, very tall, very rugged, but hard to impress. Like, shows no emotion, just kind of flatlined, covered in ash, dirt, mud, whatever you want to call it, whatever it comes from, gives off the smell of coal, like very state of the moment kind of character.
Reed, you know something that Robyn does not, which is that the door is locked. However, since you are a rogue, you're more than welcome to try to pick the lock if you'd like.
Yeah, sure.
This is going to be the first roll of the entire campaign. So let's see how you do. I'm going to say this is probably thieves' tools because I assume in your rogue kit you have something that will allow you to do this.
I don't know if I do. Looking at equipment, I don't think so.
Okay, well then in that case, give me sleight of hand.
He's got thieves' tools.
Oh yeah, thieves' tools. Yeah,
A bit strange if that wasn't.
I'm blind.
He's got thieves' tools. Don't worry, I've got your sheets up too, buddy.
A lot of build up. This roll better be good.
It's gonna be a 1. What am I rolling? Just a 20?
This is gonna be dexterity.
5.
Oh boy. So you.
That's he has a +1, right?
Yes.
So yeah, you would add your modifier to that.
So 6.
Yeah.
Okay, not much better, but there is a reason behind this. You're an accomplished rogue. You're not. I don't know that you've pulled any truly great heists yet, but you know your way around a door. This door in particular, it seems that there is something mystical in origin about the lock. Despite the fact that you would normally be able to do this, the lock itself is constructed in a way that hints that there's something more going on here. And it is at this point that our third player character arrives. Eli, would you describe for us your character, please?
Sure. Yeah. Kieran Evergreen. I am a dragonborn. I was in the military, and I have learned a lot of lessons from that. And I have learned from my mistakes in the past, and I have learned who to trust and who not to trust. And I am learning how to just survive daily with the nightmares and the things that I deal with from those.
All right, so you walk up, you see Reed attempting to pick the lock and not succeeding. You all know that you're a bit early. You've come to know that the person who you work for values being on time. Right as that's sort of gelling for all of you, the door opens, and you see standing in the doorway your boss. She is a figure in flowy white robes, a sash around the waist, very clearly magical. Just by looking at her, you can tell. Stark white hair, piercing blue eyes, bronze skin. This is your boss, Decibel, the sorceress, the proprietor of Band of Heroes. So this is the person that you have been sort of doing the occasional mission for. And as she stares at you, her eyes shift to Reed. You tried to pick the lock again, didn't you?
Yeah, the damn thing won't budge. What the hell did you do to it?
Reed, we've been over this 1,000 times. The lock is mystical. Only people who I allow to open the lock may open the lock.
Well, I'm here early. I might as well get started. Why won't just let the door open earlier?
All right, noted. I don't want to start off the day with a fight. Come in, all of you. We have exciting news to discuss. So you all enter, and inside is this sort of pulled together office, you know, a bit dusty, a bit of a fixer-upper, but it's been this small sort of lobby that you all have spent a lot of time in waiting for distress calls or something of the like. The adventuring business has been slow lately. You guys don't get called very often, and when you do, it's because of something very mundane. A rat problem, something that people thought was a monster but was really just a weirdly shaped tree, that sort of thing. You haven't really embarked on any major adventures yet. And for the folks at home, I should mention, as a result of this inexperience, all 3 of our players are starting at level 1. We will see them get better over the course of the campaign, but just so you have a bit of perspective on just the level of inexperience we're talking about here. But regardless of that, Decibel slams a book down on a desk. You know, dust sort of ripples out from it. She looks the most excited you have ever seen her. And so she turns to face all of you. Listen, I know the last few months have been tough, to say the least. Paying the bills on the building, it hasn't been easy. But I bring glad tidings, my friends. Behold, Decibel casts a spell. Blue sparks hover in the air from her fingertips, and they flicker throughout the room, and eventually they all sort of converge on each other, taking the shape of a book. A gigantic tome. Huge, even by bound book standards. It's a big hunk of leather and paper. It looks very imposing. It has the vibe of some great mystical knowledge within. And on the front cover is a symbol, a thin line on the left and a thick line on the right. Any of you who would attempt to try to decipher this symbol, now would be the time.
Okay, well, I know what it means in like musical terms, but
Please go ahead.
if I'm remembering correctly, you said thin on the left, thick on the right.
That is correct.
That's like the end of the staff, right?
That is correct. No roll needed. So I'm going to say that Decibel, you effectively say that. And Decibel goes, I knew that you had potential, Robyn. You see,
Tweet.
though in musical
I
terms...
just say the word tweet out loud.
Tweet.
Yeah. All right, just breezing past that, I'm going to choose to ignore it. Yes, this is a symbol that traditionally means the end of something. Because what we are looking at is an ancient spell book of a series of summoning spells known as the Conductor's Codex. And it has gone missing from the Royal Archives. We have been commissioned to find this book. This could be the case that breaks us and gets the business booming again. Just thinking about it is exciting.
I'm
But-
excited.
Yes, that's good. Excitement is good. You can tell that Decibel has not felt like this level of joy in a long time. She's getting a lot out of this.
Mhm.
Now listen, the reason that we have been chosen of all the adventurers in all the kingdoms is because we are the worst.
Valid.
Yeah, no
reason-
reputation.
The reason for that is because they don't want anyone to know of the theft. Tense peace has lingered ever since the dissonance. Those who now rule Popularis would not see another war begin over this book. So we have been hired to discreetly locate it. Thankfully, my spells have done most of the work. However, I have built enough of a reputation that I would be expected at the location where I believe the book to be. So I am sending the three of you. Recover the codex, bring it back here, and we will all get paid. Oh,
Okay.
silly me. How could I forget? I haven't told you the location yet. So the sparks sort of move around a bit. And instead of a book, you're seeing the outline of a castle. A castle that you all recognize being natives of the town. It is the top fortress, and it is a few miles away. It was the castle that was burned during the dissonance where the royal family once lived. Now it's just sort of a ruin that just sits in the countryside.
Okay, out of
Are there
character
any-
question, is this a place that we've been there before?
You know what? Give me a flat luck check.
Okay, but that's D20. 5.
Okay, you have heard of it, but you've never been there before.
Okay.
Anyone else who wants to roll that luck check, that's fine too.
15.
Okay, you have seen it from a distance, but you've never been inside because security is very tight around there. A lot of guards and things. They're not open to visitors. Let's put it that way. It's sort of a historical site.
My eyes have been glazing over a little bit. I mean, as much as a bird's eyes can glaze over, just immediately getting lost in the idea of how many shiny things are in this place.
Yes, you will definitely find baubles and trinkets of the sort, but I need you to remain focused, Robyn. The book is all that matters. I believe that whoever stole it is trying to use the castle as the basis for some dark ritual. I mean, why else would you steal a spell book, right?
You could sell it. Sure, it's worth money.
More shiny things.
Speaking
Oh,
of
boy.
shiny, what are we getting paid?
I think I've made it very clear. You need the book to get the money, Reed.
Okay,
Valid.
but I'm kidding. Shouldn't we know what we're risking?
Yeah.
Getting the
What's the
What
rate?
what value are we worth?
Look, I haven't thought that far ahead, okay? I just thought, it might be nice for me to send my adventurers to do a nice, cool thing that everyone will like, and then we all get a bunch of money for it, but I haven't calculated the exact exchange rate. I do sorcery, I don't do statistics, all right?
Valid.
say exchange rate. Is this coming from another country and being converted into our currency?
That's a good question, and I'm glad you brought that up. In the days when Cadence was one kingdom, various monasteries and the like would carry these tomes of varying spell casting. The one that was robbed was south in the kingdom of Nashville. You're not going to have to go that far, hopefully, because I know for a fact that the book is here in Top Fortress, just a few miles away. Books like this, they have a very unique mystical signature that can be located by those with sufficient mystical prowess. And
Okay, but how do you know
not to
the mystical signature? Sorry, my bad.
because I'm a goddamn sorcerer, Kieran.
I have trust issues. I'm not gonna apologize.
Look, I feel like you guys are not as enthused about this as I would like you to be. What am I doing wrong here as a boss? I'm trying my best.
Yeah, come on, guys. This is gonna be awesome.
I mean, I'm excited. Can't you tell?
Sounds
I
fun.
knew I should have hired that golem. He had the perfect resume, and yet I rejected him. Okay, great.
Golem?
Field trip, class. Here's what we're going to do. I'm going to stay here, and you guys are going to go do the thing. Does that sound agreeable?
The thing.
The thing. I mean, sure. Let's go. Let's go see some shiny shit. I'm good for that.
And so on that note, you all head off. You leave the building through the front door. But what you do not see is that the second you're gone, Jezebel opens a drawer in the desk that none of you knew was there. And there's another book inside. We'll get back to that later. But for now, you are on your way to Top Fortress to find the codex that has been stolen. The fortress sits appropriately at the top of a hill. It's this destroyed castle with towering spires, imposing walls, but bricks missing in all of it, ivy growing over the ruins. As was hinted earlier, this place has a bit of historical significance, so it is guarded, and there is a bit of a sort of tourist trap vibe, if that makes sense. People have set up sort of makeshift stalls outside the castle walls to sell wares. There are some caravan wagons parked nearby. The whole thing has become sort of an unofficial hub of cheap commerce. These people are trying to rip off monks who come to visit for pilgrimage, that sort of thing. The place is a little shady, to say the least. So as you arrive, you see these two massive iron doors that are significantly newer than the rest of the castle, staffed by guards who are making sure no one goes in or out, that sort of thing. You also encounter these stalls that I mentioned, and you can see some transactions happening, just various comings and goings of people. It's not a huge crowd because, again, it's still early in the day, but some people have shown up bright and early. So, with all of that in mind, what would you like to do?
I want to shop.
You want to spend gold before we know how much gold we're gonna get?
Yeah, put ourselves at a deficit.
I have gold.
Yeah, we all have gold.
I'm going to have Robyn roll perception to see what sort of shops are around.
Okay. Then 11 plus 2, 13.
Okay, great. Your eyes are drawn, as always, to the shiniest thing that's nearby. You see a shiny potion, bright red, being sold at a nearby stall. There's this hooded halfling who is dispensing these potions, and you see him finish a transaction with a small goblin who seems very excited.
The potion is shiny? Is there glitter in it? I have to get over there.
All right, so you approach and you see the goblin clutching this potion with both hands, just sort of looking entranced by what's inside. So shiny.
Very shiny. No, I think I'm just gonna straight up ask him, like, What's that? Just like big, like huge eyes, like mouth open. What is that?
It's a magical potion. The nice man at the stall said it would give me magic powers.
Magic powers. Wait, so you're gonna drink that?
I'm going to ingest it as soon as possible. And he starts trying to like pull the cork off, but his little goblin hands can't quite get it. It's sort of like a pickle jar in that regard. And he's just like,
What? So wait, you want to drink it and not just keep it? It's so shiny.
Well, I don't get the powers if I just look at it.
Oh. Okay. I get like a dejected look on my face and start to leave.
As you're turning around, the halfling who runs the shop sort of shouts after you, hey, you interested in a potion?
Yes.
Excellent. Here's the deal. This potion gives great mystical strength to whoever ingests its magical juices. That's going to cost you about 200 gold, by the way.
Okay, so my intelligence I do have a deficit to, but I am gonna roll insight.
Okay, give me an insight.
Oh God.
Uh-oh.
What? What
Yeah,
are we looking at?
that's our first nat one, baby.
This is the most trustworthy man who ever lived. He would never try to scam you into buying a patient. I almost said a patient. Buying a potion that has no value whatsoever. He would never do that. This guy's way too cool for that.
Okay, well, I still get sad because I don't have 200 gold. So I'm just like, oh, I don't have that.
The goblin turns to you. I spent my entire life savings on this.
And you're not even gonna keep it? You're not even gonna like enjoy the shiny of it forever?
Well, yeah, I spent the money.
I don't understand people.
So the goblin sort of toddles off on his way as you continue to have this interaction with the shopkeep. And then out of nowhere, you hear this massive booming sound. The entire area sort of seems to shake. A bunch of potions go flying off the shelf. And as soon as the glass breaks on their jars, you can see it's just water with some glitter in it and some dye. You hear this, and the gates of the castle, those big iron doors that I mentioned, come bursting open as like 5 or 6 guards come running out and start trying to like secure the area.
I'm gonna roll and see if I can tell what's going on.
All right, give me. I think this would be a perception.
Yeah, I guess I'll roll 2.
Anyone who wants to can make this roll.
Sure, I'll roll
Yeah.
too.
Ooh, boy, 17 plus 2, 19.
All right, we'll get that. We'll get that in a second once we see what everybody else rolls.
12.
13.
Okay. Robyn, you were so focused on the potions, and obviously that was because you know that shiny things are usually the good things.
Yes.
But you also know that sometimes shiny can be bad. So your eyes dart to those shiny iron doors. And more specifically, what's behind them now that they've opened. You see a strange bubble of shiny magical energy coming from inside the castle walls. You suspect that whatever those guards were fleeing is going on right there.
Okay.
The rest of you, my 12 and my 13,
Yeah.
you guys just see sort of the pandemonium that's happening of the guards running from something.
I communicate what you just said to these two.
Excellent.
There's something shiny in there that looks not friendly.
Basilisk?
Can I roll investigation?
On what?
Just finding what this shiny but deadly thing is. Or would that be perception?
Yeah, I'll let you do that. You get close enough to the gates that you can kind of see the inside of the courtyard. And yeah, let's say this is investigation since you're actively looking for something.
15 or 19 with bonus.
Oh, 19.
Oh yeah.
So this courtyard, aside from the guards who sort of staff the place, you know that this place doesn't get a lot of foot traffic. There's this fountain at the center, but it's covered in, ivy, moss, mildew, all that stuff. And that goes for the walls as well. It's just sort of a mess. One thing sticks out to you. A part of the moss is imprinted in a way that would suggest human footprints have been there recently. And it's not just one set, but several. And they go deeper into the castle, specifically the room on the other side of this courtyard.
So what if we follow those footprints, everybody? Want to see where we're going?
Okay.
So you start following the trail, and the trail ends when you get to the door on the other side. As you gently open the door, well, actually, who's opening the door? This is important.
I'll open the door.
I'm gonna need you to make a stealth check.
Oh, wait, stealth. We're good at that. Your stealth is +3. Okay, mine's +4. And
I'm at a +3 too.
I got 12.
Okay. The door creaks ever so slightly as you open it. Luckily for you, all that really does is get the person inside to sort of turn their head for a second before they kind of dismiss it. You see a very well-dressed man from behind. It's sort of almost a suit jacket, but the medieval version of that, where, you know, obviously no tie or anything like that, but this is clearly the sort of thing that a person much richer than the three of you wears. This is at least, like, this is the garment of nobility, or at least someone who wants to look like a noble. You can't really hear what he's saying. What you do see, and this is a huge deal, is a big leather-bound book underneath the, he's sort of football carrying it.
Oh, if I do if one of us does a perception, can we tell if that's the book we're looking for?
I think that would be perception, yes. And you know what? You already did a stealth roll, so you're good on that. So yeah, just give me perception.
20. Not net. But it's a 20.
That's the book.
Okay.
As you make that observation, you overhear just like the end of a sentence. And you hear, "Well, it's all out there now. If we're to complete the summoning, we must move with haste. Now go!" And whoever he's talking to sort of scutters off in your direction, heading towards you.
Oh.
Do we want to set up Reed for like a backstab on the way out? Like they come out the door and then Reed's right there and just backstabs?
I'm up for that.
Or just like, I don't know, non-lethal capture.
Yeah.
Non-lethal, interesting.
Well, because
So,
I want information about
Well, yeah,
True.
I know what-
summoning and things.
yeah, we got to know what's up.
so if you're going for non-lethal, I'm not sure whether or not to consider this combat.
I would think we want to avoid combat at this precise moment.
Especially
Okay, so
since we
then-
have eyes on the book.
Yeah.
Okay, so then we'll just call this just sort of an encounter where
Yeah.
the guy is approaching the door. He can see that it's been opened, but not by whom. As he is approaching, what do you want to do to try and restrain or capture this man?
Would you maybe want to grapple?
Like in what sense? Like the arm wraparound, or
Well, because like that's a strength thing, right?
it would be,
So
I
that'd be-
believe.
That'd be a Kieran thing.
Yeah, that would definitely be a me thing.
So you grapple and then that'd just be a strength check, right?
Would it be a strength check or is there a specific?
We're fine. We'll
I'm
cut this out.
inclined to say that this is going to be just a raw strength thing, but it couldn't hurt to check. That's my tip for any new players at home. Always check these things.
Definitely.
I'm going to say, yeah, that's going to just be strength.
Well, that was cocked. Onto the cock.
15
Okay.
plus 4.
Yeah, 19.
What was that?
19. 15 plus 4.
19.
19.
Okay. Effortless. You've done this before. You've seen war. You know how this goes. You grab the guy, foot against the door, close the door quietly. You got an arm around the mouth to prevent it from screaming. The guy is, if you wanted to, you could get this guy unconscious pretty fast. But I get the feeling that you guys may want to interrogate. So,
Yes.
okay. So he's breathing sort of intensely. I'm going to roll for this guy real quick. I'm going to make a quick check on his behalf. Okay. I need It's funny we were just talking about passives. Everybody give me your passive perception.
16.
12.
Okay. Reed is the only one who notices this. This guy is about to scream for help. Reed, you have time to act, but nobody else does. What do you do?
Take the tiniest bit of cloth and just do the mouth cover, like pretty much.
Yeah, again.
All right. I'm going to say that that's going to be... Yeah, we'll call this sleight of hand because you're moving your hands quickly to fashion this together. So,
I would say so.
yeah, sleight of hand.
That's a 20 as well, I believe. Like the roll.
Amazing. You get the gag in there, and he tries to scream. No one hears. So he's awake and sort of struggling a little bit, but Kieran's too tough for that. So you now have the ability to ask this guy, I guess, questions if you trust him to speak.
I guess it'll be a
You
yes
have
or no stuff mostly.
All right.
We should probably do an intimidation.
Yeah, intimidation.
First. Whoever's got the highest. Mine's a +2, so.
I have a 1.
Damn. Okay. And yours is also. Yeah, you have a +4, babe.
So before anybody rolls anything, what do you say to intimidate this guy?
But be intimidating, babe.
Be intimidating.
Quick, do intimidating stuff.
we need to make him not scream. We need to get the info that we need out of him. So how do we just threaten him?
Well, I don't want to threaten him because we don't want him to be afraid. But you can intimidate passively as well.
Yeah, you're trying to go passive aggressive right here while you've got bro in a headlock?
Like non-threatening, but
Yeah, like non-threatening, but also, hey, if you help us, we'll like you in some. I don't know.
That seems
that
more of a
seems persuasion, yeah.
Which you also have
to
yeah.
You can do intimidate. I just
Lead with an intimidation to get him to break his guard down. Like, go bad cop before good cop, I think.
okay.
I feel like that'll skew the rolls. So what you have to oh my god. You have to say a thing first before we address that. Just okay. Make a point of how you could very easily snap this guy's neck in the position you're in.
Okay.
This might be editorializing a little bit, but I do want to believe that entire pep talk happened in universe.
Oh yeah. He's just sitting there listening to it.
The story is I don't like violence as much because I've been through war. I've seen all of that and things. So that's why I wanted to do it passively.
And also,
Exactly.
that would not happen because I have a -1 intelligence. I'm fully metagaming right now.
Well, if you want to take that approach, you could do like listen, I could snap your neck right now, but I won't if you talk.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. No.
Do that.
Okay. So.
The guy's eyes are just sort of nervously darting back and
We're
forth.
just staring.
I could snap your neck right now. It's very easy. But I don't wanna. So if you give us the information, we'll let you go.
All right, give me the intimidation roll. Let's see if this
And
worked or not.
he did, he rolled this a little bit ago on accident, but he did roll a 20.
Oh, wow.
Oh wow.
This guy, while you were having your whole sort of aside, he overheard the phrase snap your neck several times, and I think he got the message. So, sufficiently intimidated, ask away.
Okay. So I'll just be like, hey, don't scream. And I take the thing off his face. What's going on with the book?
Okay. Like, what specifically about the book?
Who are we summoning?
Well, here's the thing about that. I'm really afraid of you guys, and I don't want to die, because,
And you won't if you tell us what we want to know.
Okay, well, the thing is, I can't. The boss, he doesn't tell us what we're going to be doing. We don't know who we're summoning.
Oh man, that sucks.
Maybe this'll help.
The boss said it'd be easier if he did it at the base of the castle. I think that's, like, downstairs. I gotta ask Terry. He knows a lot about this stuff.
Perry.
Do you know?
We tell Terry we heard that from you. Will he help us, or do we take you with us? Gently. We're not gonna.
You know how you have work friends, but you wouldn't hang out with them outside of work? That's Terry. I don't know him that well.
I see.
I invited him to my place once, but he just made a bunch of excuses about shit he was doing. Like, I think he just didn't want to hang out with me.
Oh, that's
Man, fuck
sucks.
this guy.
Yeah, Terry sucks, man.
You see, this is why you gotta keep me alive, so that I can go tell Terry that he sucks and he's not invited to my birthday party anymore.
You should do that, man. Yeah, just stand up for yourself.
I can't because you're restraining me.
I gently release my grip.
Yeah, hey, don't run.
Don't worry, my legs are asleep.
I have my
Just
foot in
gonna-
front of the door anyway.
Slowly, set him on the ground against the wall, so he's kind of braced a little bit. So please,
No. Here. I'm trying to get back on this guy's good side. So I'm gonna.
I think we're getting there,
I'm gonna.
Robin.
Yeah. I'm gonna roll persuasion in a second.
Okay.
So I'm gonna be like, hey, it sounds like you've been dealt a really bad hand. Do you want us to help you get even? And I roll.
Okay.
17 plus 2, 19.
I mean, you guys have been nicer to me in the last 10 minutes than Terry's ever been.
Yeah, fuck Terry.
Yeah, fuck Terry.
Yeah, fuck Terry.
That's the spirit.
You got
And
this.
he fully goes running the wrong direction, screaming "fuck Terry" at the top of his lungs.
Okay, well, I thought he was going to help us, but I
Yeah,
guess he quit his
so-
job?
I guess so. We'll catch up with that guy at some point. Don't let me forget.
I hope so.
What's his
Uh,
name?
Did we even get his name?
He's a mystery man.
The mystery man. He's gonna show up one day, like 3 episodes away, with like underwear on his head, acting like a fucking superhero.
Breaking
I
news:
think you guys
Terry's
already-
dead.
Like, I think we've already decided who our favorite NPC is, and we're one episode
Yes.
in. So you guys are
Watch his last name legally be fuck Terry.
so okay. You guys go. I'm assuming into the next room of the castle.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll vibe
Okay.
there.
So you enter this banquet hall. Obviously, there have not been many banquets here in the last 20 years, but you can just sort of see these long wooden tables stretching across the room and, miscellaneous broken pieces of plates, pots, that sort of thing. And at the other end, you see 4 massive tapestries hanging from the ceiling. They're a bit tattered and worn, but mostly still intact. And so you see one has a picture of the king, one has a picture of the queen, one has a picture of the castle, and one displays a picture of what you guys would know as God, the perfect fifth. The fifth son of the god of creation, who is largely worshipped throughout the land of Cadence. Is there anything you guys want to look at specifically?
Okay, first of all, I'm jumping in wanting to immediately roll perception to see if there's any like people lurking around here that will notice when I inevitably try to steal things.
Okay. Give me perception.
Oh, that is a 4 plus 2.
Oof.
So 6.
Okay. As far as you can tell, no one is around.
Okay.
Is there anything you guys want to look at specifically?
Okay, first of all, I'm jumping in wanting to immediately roll perception to see if there's any like people lurking around here that will notice when I inevitably try to steal things.
Okay. Give me perception.
Oh, that is a 4 plus 2.
Oof.
So 6.
Okay. Okay. As far as you can tell, no one is around.
Okay.
I would like to investigate the area a little bit, try to see if there's like we're trying to figure out who they're summoning, and if we're looking at things and maybe finding hints or things like we're looking at the tapestries, maybe there's a clue in something there, or that maybe there's other things that we can see in the room.
So, well, what specifically would you like to investigate first?
I'm thinking looking at like the tapestries and things would be
Mhm.
something I would do immediately anyway, just to kind of. She said they're kind of tattered, so kind of be like looking at the different pieces and seeing if there's specific bits missing, like
Okay.
integral bits of things.
Give me investigation.
That's 2
Four?
with my modifier.
Yeah, 4. Yeah, 2 plus 2.
Okay. There doesn't seem to be anything strange about the tapestries. They just look, old and worn to you.
Reed, you got anything before I try and steal?
I was about to investigate the tapestries for like symbols and stuff.
You can give it a try if you want.
I want to roll an investigation as well, just for like anything unique or out of place in the room itself.
Absolutely. Go for it.
A 20.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
30?
So,
Is it a dirty 20 or a nat 20?
16 plus 4.
Cool.
okay, dirty 20. We like that. So, you get sort of a broader sense of the room. You also don't see anything weird about the tapestries at the moment. But what you do see is doors leading out of the room. One on the right, one on the left. And the right door is propped open a little bit. The left door is shut. I will let you make a separate investigation check on the doors if you so desire.
I would like to know if like there's light coming from the open door, or if the left door that's shut has a lock of some sort.
Give me investigation again.
Okay, let me roll again. Math, that's an 11.
You notice the door on the right leads to what appears to be a kitchen. Both the doors do not have a ton of light coming from underneath them. They don't appear to lead outside. But that's about all you can glean.
Okay.
I did just realize that I have another roll that I could have done to look at the tapestries. I have history.
Oh, yeah.
That's
okay.
That would be helpful, right?
So here's what I'll say. I've already let you investigate the tapestries. So here's what's going to happen. If you give me history and you do well, I will give you historical information, purely just that. More general information will be left out. Does that sound fair?
Yeah.
Okay, great.
Do I roll anything extra since it's a proficiency, or is it just a d20?
You just have that extra bonus to it.
Oh.
So it'll be you have a +4, so that's a good call.
I rolled an 8 and I got a +4, so 12.
12 on a history check.
Check.
It's not that bad. We can hear Pharaoh skimming the notes.
No. What happened there was I didn't hear the number fully, so I was trying to deduce what it was in my head.
It's a 12. It's 12.
Yeah, that's what I thought. So you know that these tapestries are obviously at least 20 years old because of the fact that that was when this castle burned down mostly. But what you also notice is that in the depiction of the castle, there is something that appears odd to you. When you approached the ruin, there was, I don't know, let's say, I'm bad at inches and stuff like this, but let's just say the walls in the tapestry, and you're not sure if this is artistic license or not, appear to be taller in the tapestry than they are in real life.
Okay.
Well, the tapestries are handmade, so there's some explanations for that.
Creative liberties.
Not necessarily creative liberties, but like even in, I'm gonna add a character. I almost started info dumping because I think that is a real life special interest. Is historical art. So.
So
like
I'm gonna ask a question now.
Okay.
Reed, where are you standing?
Let's say right in front of the right door that was cracked open.
Okay. I'm gonna need you to make a dex save for me.
Okay. What dice is that used? Just the 20?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then you have your saving mods that are separate over here.
8 plus 3, so 11.
You get smacked by the door. This doesn't deal any damage, but you see something exit the kitchen. A creature that is familiar to just about anybody who's played Dungeons and Dragons. You see that something has been scarfing down what remains of the food in the kitchen, the 20 years, and that something is a gelatinous cube. Here's what's weird about that. All of you would know this from adventuring together. Gelatinous cubes don't tend to hang out in this kingdom. You suspect that whatever's going on here, this thing was brought here somehow.
Mm-hmm.
It was not native to this castle.
Okay. So we
Now, the
rolling?
cube appears to be hostile. So
Yeah.
Okay.
you have two options here, and those options are fight or flight.
Okay. Well, I can make that decision in character with a quick perception on how shiny the objects inside of it are.
Okay, go for it. Give me perception.
12.
This cube has been eating nothing but dirty dishware, so nothing particularly shiny here.
All right. I'm not super interested in fighting it.
I'm trying to remember how combat with gelatinous cubes works.
Can I also
Yeah,
roll a
so-
perception?
I would say that if you're trying to figure out like how you would fight one, that would be survival.
Oh shit.
I want to see if, because you mentioned dirty dishes, like I want to see if any of the glassware is broken and or poking out of it.
Interesting.
Can I roll to perceive that?
I don't think you even need to roll, but let's resolve Eli's thing first.
Mm.
So you were trying to deduce how you would fight one of these.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so that I think is survival.
I ain't surviving. I got a 2 on the die and I don't have a modifier.
I can
You
roll.
have never encountered a cube before, so you have no idea.
I have a +4 survival. Can I roll?
You already rolled to examine the
Okay.
object, so we're
That's
gonna go
fine.
to Tyler next.
That makes sense.
To read next.
Reed's investigation or perception, it would be.
Roll. So if it goes over 20, how does that work?
That means that
If it goes over 20, we just keep on adding.
Okay, then 22.
Amazing. You see that most of it is contained within the cube. There's no real footholds or handholds for you to find in the sides of it. It is very thoroughly absorbed all of the stuff.
Okay. I was fearful that like if it was digesting glass or just like consuming glass that it would have like sharp poking out and cause pain.
So since you're closest to it, I think Reed, you would be able to sort of, so you were in front of the kitchen door and that slammed open, you got hit, you were flung back a few feet.
Yeah.
The cube is very slow, and you surmise that you might be able to outrun this thing. So there's a real chance that you could, if you wanted to, successfully escape it without taking on any attacks or anything like that, but you're not sure. I am going to once again ask the group, do you want to roll initiative and engage with this thing, or are we going to try and avoid it?
I'm fine avoiding it. I'm just like, we still have a lot to investigate.
Yeah, we got a
We
lot
have
to
a lot
do.
of places to see yet. And
It's not too big of a speed bump or like roadblock.
Yeah,
Okay.
I feel like if we can potentially outrun it,
Or stealth and
stealth around it.
The cube is
It's right in front of the
This
door.
is what's weird about the gelatinous cube is it's very difficult to tell how sentient it is sometimes.
yeah.
I think the deal here would be, let's say if you're going to try to outrun the cube, gelatinous cubes, your characters, aside from Reed, probably wouldn't know this, but gelatinous cubes are very slow. So I think if you were trying to avoid it, finding a place to run to would probably be the ideal strategy.
We can either walk back to the previous room or try the left door.
Yes, which I was about to ask, were we ever made aware if it was locked or not?
Mm-mm.
You never found out.
So then I guess what we'll do is we'll just go look. Just
All
try
right.
to get away out through that left door.
Who tries to open the door?
That depends. Do we want it lockpicked or do we want it broken off?
I'm just referring to trying the handle.
Like the
I'll try
initial
the
attempt.
handle. I'll try the handle.
It goes easily. It was not locked.
Okay.
Cool.
Okay.
On the other side of the door, you see the ceiling has kind of crumbled a bit. At the end of this corridor, you can see, another connecting hallway. But what you also see are a couple of, they look like crabs.
Right.
And you're unsure how multiple crabs would end up in a castle this far inland. They don't appear to be hostile. They just exist. They're crabs.
So you said corridor. Is it just a straight shot?
It's a straight shot.
Okay. And there's just crabs at the end of it. I guess I'll head down that way for sure. You guys coming?
I'll follow behind you.
I'd like to follow, but also I'd like to be aware. I'd like to
Be a rear guard.
Be rear guard.
Keep an eye on the cube.
Not just the cube, but
as soon as you shut the door, the threat of the cube is ended.
Yeah.
You move down the hallway, and at the end of the corridor, you see this other hall that's running perpendicular. But where your eyes go to is yet another door that appears to lead to an old spiral staircase downward, which is interesting since you're on the ground level.
So, is the stairwell lit, or is there a torch I can take and look inside?
This is around, I want to say, you've been here for a while, so let's say it's about 9 to 10 in the morning.
Oh,
so
okay. So
no
we have
torches.
light from the ceiling. Okay. I suppose I would like to try and figure out where I would think the staircase could go.
Would you like to roll about that? I would ask.
Yes, I would like to roll about that. But I
Okay.
would like to use my history roll, knowing about the castle.
I was going to say that as well. Yeah, give me history.
18 plus 4.
22.
22.
You think back to that tapestry and you make the connection. The reason that tapestry was taller than the real castle is because it was factoring in an underground level. And then you think back to the earlier interactions that you've had, something about the base of the castle. You have a gut feeling that this is where you need to go.
Hey guys. While we were walking through here, I noticed this other little doorway, and there's a stairwell, and I think we should maybe check that out.
I'm already halfway down while you're talking.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Robyn, you are first to enter the underground because you're already halfway down the stairs. So
Yes. And do I immediately want to make a stealth check?
no, but I am going to tell you what you see.
Okay.
You see a couple guards who appear to be the same guards that were, or at least in league with the same guards, who are supposed to be security for the castle.
Mm-hmm.
And you see that guy in the jacket from before, and you see the book, and they all take notice of you. This appears to be a dungeon beneath the castle. Dingy cells left to right of you, and in each one, a different strange creature. You see a hellhound, you see some dire rats. You also see Terry.
In a cage.
Do we know
No,
it's Terry?
Terry's not in a cage.
Okay.
But you
Is he
can
wearing
tell
a
by
name
this
tag?
dude's vibe that he is most definitely a Terry.
Fucking Terry.
He's conversing with the jacket guy who turns to face you. And he looks over at Terry. He goes, Terry, did we summon them? And then Terry goes, I don't know, man.
Fuck Terry, dude.
This fucking guy.
So what do you guys do?
So we're gonna have this conversation. We're not gonna just go right at Terry. We all hate,
You're attacking Terry?
but we're not gonna attack Terry right away.
We're jumping
I
the
would
shit
like
out of
to
him.
I would
Diplomacy.
not diplomacy. I would like to investigate the room a little bit more and see what we can see if we have an advantage anywhere. And
I think this is going to be perception because you do not have the ability to investigate this room completely because there are people, here who appear to be
Yes.
hostile.
yes, that's what I was like. Just from our vantage point right now, let's just kind of see what we can use to our advantage if we have any.
Yeah, are we
17
on the
plus 2,
staircase or are
19.
we at the bottom of the staircase?
I think you're at the bottom.
I got 17 on the die plus 2, so I got a 19.
You don't see. It's a very linear room. There's not really anywhere to hide. But what you do see is, the book. And you see the symbol on the front. You confirm it 100% is the book. And you've got, those guards that I mentioned, jacket guy who seems strangely familiar. And that's all you can really glean. The jacket guy, which is stepping sort of into the center of the room. State your business now.
We came to talk to Terry. We were told that he could help us with something we're looking for.
That wouldn't happen to be this tome that I'm carrying, would it?
No.
No.
So you guys are lying to this guy.
Yes, we're lying.
Yeah.
Any group deception.
All of us?
All three of you.
Up on the die plus 2, 14.
13.
13 as well.
Right.
Not great.
And I don't suppose you happen to have seen a sort of pasty man by the name of Darren?
We don't know a
We
Darren.
don't know a Darren.
Haven't met one.
He abandoned his post a couple hours ago.
We've only seen you guys. I mean,
Harry pipes up. I knew that Darren guy was weird. That's why I don't invite him places.
I wanna get really angry at Terry. But I don't want to say anything out loud yet.
No, that'll give it away.
That'll blow our cover. We don't know.
That'll give it away.
Just like simmering on the inside.
We don't know Darren.
We don't know Darren.
So, as you guys are sort of having this aside, jacket guy, who again you still have not identified, snaps his fingers and the guards draw spears and begin closing in on you. Well, I do have to say, I have enjoyed this little chat, I suppose, but I have business to conduct and you are trespassing.
How would we trespassing on a historical site?
It was mine and it will be mine again.
Prove
For
it.
I am the heir to the castle. I am Baron Holden Muzak. And though I'm not considered royalty at the moment, that is soon to change.
Prove it.
He opens the book. Wisps of magical light begin to fill the room. The creatures in the cages all begin to react strangely as he flips through, finding something. And he turns to Terry and he goes, Terry, my boy, what should I kill them with? Terry sort of thinks about it for a minute. He kind of leans over the shoulder and he goes, ooh, that one seems fun. And then Baron nods and begins reciting ancient spells from within the pages of the book. You guys have about 10 seconds to act before I'm going to force you to roll initiative. What do your characters do?
Let me see. if I have
Going
anything
to.
cool.
I am looking for the spot where I can be best in position to take while the others do what they need to do.
Is anyone going to try to perform an action that would interrupt the Baron's spellcasting?
I don't know how we could.
Can I acrobatics over there?
I don't know that you could because there's a bunch of guards with spears kind of blocking the way.
My unarmed strike is 5 foot.
Yeah, but you're not close enough.
Am I not close enough to him?
That's a melee attack, yeah.
Yeah.
I also have a breath weapon, and the range is 30 feet.
Okay.
Oh shit. Okay,
So
that
seems like you guys are wanting to roll initiative.
Yeah.
Pretty much, I
Okay.
think.
Before we get to that, since no one is attempting to actively interrupt whatever spell casting is happening here, the Baron finishes the ritual. And
Well, I mean, we were trying. We were going to do a breath weapon.
Yeah.
Would we reach it with 30 feet?
interesting
Like with the breath-
question.
Would the
Um,
breath weapon not be something I could just flash do to distract him? Well,
Just hit his feet instead of the book.
yeah.
So he's behind the guards, so he's got cover.
Okay.
Um,
But wouldn't us hitting the guards throw him off?
No. He doesn't give a shit.
Oh.
he seems to give a shit about Terry, but not the rest.
Fuck Terry, dude.
Fuck this dude.
So here's what I'm gonna say. Before you can do breath weapon, before we roll initiative and we get into this, he finishes the ritual because he doesn't need much longer to do it.
Mm-hmm.
And crawling from the pages of the book, another creature enters the room. I'm going to take a minute to describe this guy. He is taller than all of you except maybe Kieran, around that size. He is mostly humanoid, but there's something off and unsettling. Long, spindly fingers, jagged joints, and the head of an eldritch horror. Tentacles where a mouth should be.
Really?
You know that you are looking at something otherworldly as you stare into the black, empty eyes of the creature. The Baron is awestruck. He is rendered speechless. So is Terry. After a brief moment, the guards sort of all turn to look at this thing. You watch as this creature puts a single finger to where its mouth would be and makes a shushing noise. And suddenly, everything is quiet. You can hear nothing as a sort of black energy wave. And I say black because it is devoid of anything. It is an inky black sort of energy field that expands. And as the guards all begin to notice what happened, I'm going to need everyone here to make a wisdom save.
Oh, wisdom. Fuck yeah. Okay. 15.
7.
Eli, did you roll?
No, he has not.
Okay.
Not yet.
I just want to make sure I didn't, not hear it.
Oh, no.
Uh-oh.
It's a
What are we
nat
looking at?
1. What's a nat 1?
Except for Robyn. You are caught in
Okay.
the same blast that the Baron, the guards, everyone is engulfed in. You begin to levitate off the ground and you start feeling your minds beginning to break as the sheer concept of silence in a world of music begins to take hold. What are you if not sound? And that sound is being ripped away from you. And then at the last moment, just as you feel death beginning to encroach, a white light appears, and all three of you vanish from this place. You are back in the office. Decibel staring at you, deeply, deeply concerned. What happened?
Well, they're going to be like babblingly incoherent for just a minute, but I will also be babblingly incoherent trying to explain it. I'm mostly just tweeting. I've devolved into simply tweeting. Just from sheer terror. Like maybe she can make out the word tentacle fucker and maybe the words fuck Terry, but that's about it.
Tentacles.
Yeah.
No. This is very bad. Tell me, what emerged from the book? What did he summon?
Terry.
Can I roll? Can I roll to recognize it in any way that will explain it to her? Like, I don't know what that would be.
Yeah, I'm going to say your knowledge. You know what? Since this is a creature that we're trying to identify, let's go nature.
Nature. Okay, well, I have a +1 in that, I guess. 17.
You've never met one in person, but you've heard the legends. Some creatures exist on the same plane of existence as you all. Others, gods, astral beings, and the like, exist in other places.
Mm-hmm.
And you remember a scary story that you were told at a young age about a realm where sound goes to die. An empty place devoid of anything but darkness. And in that place, there are creatures known as sound flayers. They are terrifying creatures that rarely cross over into this world, but now you know for sure that one is here, and it is extraordinarily powerful.
When do we get ourselves back?
How long will the flayer be here?
No.
long will
How
time
long
do-
how long until they recover from their state of
Of just static shock, yeah.
You cannot recover from a condition like that unless you are extraordinarily lucky. We need to banish the Flayer.
So wait, are they deafened? Are they deaf forever? Is that what you're trying to say here?
They will not simply be deaf, they will be dead.
We're dead.
Decibel sighs. There is one way. Also, by the way, I should mention Reed and Kieran, you're shaking off the effects now that you're not
Okay,
immediately.
so
That's what we were asking. Like how lasting of a it
are
would
they
was that
okay
been?
right now?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're fine. The guards,
Okay.
not so much.
Yeah, they're gone.
So Decibel sort of almost face palms, but it's more of like a, gripping of the bridge of her nose. There is one way we can fix this, and it's going to require a power much larger than the Codex.
Does it involve killing Terry?
Terry's gone, dude.
I don't know who Terry is, but
did Terry-
he sounds like a real piece of shit, and if you get the chance to kill him, you definitely should. Anyway,
The reason
so
we have this creature,
I think Terry's dead.
he picked this creature.
Terry did this. Terry
I
did
need you all-
this.
This is Terry's fault.
I need you all to stay focused. I am going to give you instructions that if you follow, we may just have a chance. The Flayer is not going to stop until this entire continent is destroyed, and even then it will hunger for the world. What we can do now is call upon a power that I have not had to call upon since the days of the dissonance. I am going to have to explain this to you quickly because you are not safe here for long. Those who survive a Flayer's encounter are often marked for death. The best thing we can do is send you out of the kingdom to locate the powers of which I speak. And you see Decibel open that drawer from earlier, take out another book. It's a small book. It's got a gem sort of encrusted on the front. It's around the size of, say, a journal. She opens it. In the beginning, when there was nothing on this planet, there were 4 entities. You may recall that the perfect fifth is the 5th son of the god of creation, but there were 4 before him. And when they died so that this universe might be born, they left behind traces of their presence. 4 cosmic stems that, if gathered, hold the power to accomplish just about anything. The problem that we are about to face will require the aid of the stems. They are not easy to find. What you need to do is locate the stems, gather them, bring them back here. We may have a chance to stop the Flayer, but if you're going to do it, you need to go now, because the Flayer is not going to settle for one kingdom. So Decibel tosses you the notebook. Robyn, give me a check to see if you catch it or if it drops to the floor.
Yeah, what do you want? Dex?
Whatever. Yeah, this is just for fun.
Cool. Oh, nat 1.
Ooh.
It falls. Decibel looks at you like, okay,
I'm
you
still
know what?
pretty rattled.
That's my
I would
fault.
say I would say I would have like disadvantage, honestly, because I'm still fucked up over that.
You know what? That's my fault. You're clearly shaken up from almost dying. I shouldn't have. That's my bad. Look, you need to run, and I know where you need to run to. Inside this notebook, you will find the locations, the last known locations of all 4 stems. The closest one is located in Nashville. If you're fast, you may be able to find it. I will hold off the Flayer for as long as I can, but I cannot do it for long. Do you think that I can entrust you with a quest this important?
Yeah, I think we can do this.
I don't see why not.
I'm just silently whimpering.
Just like grabby hands at the book on the floor.
Yeah, I'm just picking it up like.
Yes, do take it with you. It will be of key importance. I never dreamed that I would have to send you out into the world this early in your adventuring careers, but now the fate of Cadence depends on your actions. Don't fuck it up. Okay, bye. And she runs out the door. Darkness begins to fall in the middle of the day. You know that you have just been charged with a mission that is of cosmic importance, and that Decibel will no longer be there to guide you. You're on your own, and you're about to be venturing out into kingdoms to which you have never been. This is the beginning of your journey. And that's where we're going to end this first episode of Band of Heroes. Stay tuned.
Fuck Terry.
Fuck.
Fuck Terry.